All right. Thank you. Second, it has been moved and second that we adopt the agenda for today. Welcome to another public hearing in the disposal of asset of the former president by the Special Select Committee of the National Assembly today, Tuesday, 22nd of July, 2025. Welcome, Mr. Darboe. I wanted to remind you that you appeared yesterday. You are appearing on the oath, and pursuant to the provisions of the 1997 Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia, it constitutes contempt of the National Assembly knowingly withhold, misrepresent, or conceal any information relevant to the committee's work. Since you are on the oath yesterday, we will proceed with the testimony for today without any other thing. Counsel, if that is okay, we can proceed because he's on the oath yesterday. We can proceed with him today.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Darboe, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you can maybe just bring the mic a little bit closer to you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Please state your full name and designation for the record.
I am Momodou Darboe, Director General, Gambia Livestock Marketing Agency.
Thank you. Can you confirm that you gave a statement to the investigators of the Special Select Committee?
Yes, I gave it to them yesterday.
Very well. I believe you've been given a copy of that said statement.
Yes.
You're having it with you right there.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So we can begin.
Okay.
Before we start your testimony, can you please give this honorable committee a brief overview of the mandate and functions of the Gambia Livestock Marketing Agency?
Yeah, thank you very much. The mandate and functions of the agency, the Gambia Livestock Marketing Agency was created by Act of Parliament in 2008. However, activities commenced in earnest in January 2010. The mandate of the agency is to promote the commercialization and marketing of livestock in the Gambia and to facilitate the participation of Gambians in the marketing of livestock. The objective, the agency set to facilitate, promote, and regulate the livestock trade and all matters related to trade in livestock and meat. The main functions of the agency: one is to establish and manage livestock markets that meet zoosanitary standards for the sale and purchase of farmers in livestock. Two is to own and operate abattoirs and holding grounds with slaughtering and processing services that meet food safety and sanitary standards. And number three is to introduce the use of livestock weighing scale and bands to determine the live weight and prices of marketed animals destined for slaughter. The fourth one is to construct and lease out Lansing butcher shops which meet national food safety and zoosanitary standards. Number five is to take over the existing livestock sow grounds at Abuko, Frafeni, Yorobelekunda, and Basse, with all the infrastructure and in partnership with the private sector and farmers. Organize livestock shows, exhibitions, and other related activities. Number six is to establish a price determination mechanisms and marketing information system through a consultative forum to be established by the board. Number 7 is to disseminate weekly livestock and meat prices for the general public. Number 8 is to take over the management of cattle tax collected by the local government councils and load same into the livestock commercialization and marketing development fund. Number 10 is to collect fees for dealers' permits and rent for butcher shops. And number 11 is to develop and implement training programs through partnership or contractual arrangements with competent institutions, organizations, and individuals, experts for the various actors in the livestock marketing chain. Number 12 is to link Gambian livestock dealers and butchers with employment creation schemes, including projects and financial institutions. 13, to do all things necessary to facilitate livestock commercialization and marketing, including supplies to the local market, exports and imports. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Darboe. Take a look at paragraph 2 of your statement.
Okay.
Please read it out.
System, a bachelor's degree in agriculture, major in animal production, a high diploma in agriculture, and a certificate in animal production and health.
Thank you. You stated that Gilma was established by an act of the National Assembly in 2008 and began its operations in 2010.
Yes.
So according to your paragraph 2 of your statement, in 2010 you were with the Department of Livestock Services.
Yes.
When you joined Gilma in 2019, did you join the agency as its Director General or you were holding another position?
I joined the agency as Director of Technical and Field Services.
When did you become the Director General?
I became in June 2022.
In June 2022?
Yes.
Can you differentiate what's the difference between the Department of Livestock Services and Gilma?
Yeah, Department of Livestock Services is mandated or is responsible for animal production and health, while for Gilma is responsible for marketing.
Thank you. All right. So your testimony today will be focused on the livestock that was owned by the former president and its control post the change of government in 2017. So when the government changed in 2017, a commission of inquiry, which was famously called the Jammeh Commission, was established to look into the assets of the former president, his dealings with public institutions, and that of his family and close associates. Prior to the establishment of the commission, the government put in measures to safeguard and preserve these assets that were supposed to be subject to the inquiry of the Jammeh Commission. Part of these assets, of course, includes the livestock that was owned by the former president, and part of the safeguarding measures and preservative measures that the government took was to institute a suit at the High Court of the Gambia against the former president and obtained freezing orders and also other orders with regards to these assets. That includes, so therefore, the High Court issued an order on the 22nd of May, 2017, freezing and also placing different assets into the custody and control of different individuals and institutions in the government. And that is why Gilma is here. All livestock was vested in all control and custody of livestock was vested in Gilma's hands. Are you aware of this?
According to the reference material we received, according to the reference material we received or we have seen in our records, indicates that they received first a letter from the Minister of Agriculture indicating them that there was a court order for them to take over all the livestock. But we also,
Can you please clarify who them is? Just be specific, please.
Be specific.
Yes.
Yeah, it was on the 2nd of June 2017, the agency received a letter from the Ministry of Agriculture. And I think I submit that one. That letter came from one Ibrahim Sankare.
Sorry, Honorable Chair, that letter is referring to is marked as Gilmer 2.
Okay, the letter is from from Ibrahim Sankare, informing the agency that. Can I read, or just to give you a brief synopsis?
Yeah, no need to read it. It's short,
okay,
so you
then,
can just.
Yeah, then receive a letter from the Minister of Agriculture, signed by Ibrahim Sankare, that the agency should take over the livestock. Then the agency also responded to the letter, which was written by Mr. Ibrahim Cham, telling them of their willingness to do it, but there are one or two things that need to be clarified. One, the modalities and conditions for implementation, the assignment was not spelled out, and a copy of a court order was not also given. So this letter was sent to the Ministry of Agriculture.
Have you ever seen a copy of this order?
No, I have not seen.
Honorable Chair, we can just give the witness a minute to go through MOJ 5A. Mr. Darboe, I believe paragraph, on the second page, paragraph 5 or paragraph 4?
4.
4, yes.
Yes, 4.
Paragraph 4.
Yeah, that all the livestock.
So what's relevant for Gilmer? Can you just read it out, please?
That all the livestock held by or in the possession or control of the respondent, his servants, agents, associates, and family members, and otherwise, however, be and are hereby ceased pursuant to this order, and are to be kept under the custody and control of the Gambia Livestock Marketing Agency, pending the conclusion of the investigation initiated by the Attorney General.
Very well. Now that you've taken a look at that order, and you've also mentioned that a letter was received from the Ministry of Agriculture, what was Gilmer's first course of action when it received this letter or learned about this order?
Well, what I know, because by then I was not there, but the letters that I have seen, that they respond to the letter, telling the ministry that the court order was not attached. So if it is not attached, then it will give them some issues, and they also attack proposed modalities for them on how for them to operate.
After this was communicated, after the reply from Gilmer to the Ministry of Agriculture, did the ministry forward the court order?
Well, I have not seen any.
Very well. So right now, you're telling this committee that after the communication from the Ministry of Agriculture and Gilmer's also reply to the ministry, nothing was done with regards to the livestock or with the order, to execute the order, nothing was done.
Yes, because if you look at my submission, one of them, the lead counsel in that commission, also wrote to the agency.
Sorry, before we get to the commission, you know, this all happened before the commission was established.
Okay.
The order was obtained before the commission was established. And you can see that your communication with the Ministry of Agriculture was also before the commission was established.
Okay.
Eventually, we will get to what happened when the commission was established. My question is, after Gilmer was informed about this order, a reply was sent to the Ministry of Agriculture stating that a copy of the order has not been forwarded to Gilmer, but also asking for modalities and conditions for implementing the assignment. After that, did Gilmer try to engage the ministry or even engage the Attorney General on the issues that the order has, on the order of the High Court placing custody? Did Gilmer try to do anything to obtain this order or make any other effort with regards to the livestock?
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, it will be very difficult for me to comment on that because I was not there. We were only banking on what we found in our file. Because the other communications they may do may not be written or it's not been filed, so it will be very difficult for me to say anything about it.
Mr. Darboe, I understand that you said you were appointed in
2022.
Yes, you were appointed in 2022.
Yes.
But Gilmer is a state agency,
yes,
and we expect that there are records. Records of anything that the agency does is supposed to be kept.
Okay.
And we also have given you enough notice with regards to the work of this committee, so we expect that at least you would try to look into your records, which you said that you have done, but also do your own research, right? That is what we expect. So therefore, we understand that you are not there. We will get to a point, if we need to get to the point of your predecessor, then we will get there. But to just answer the questions as much as you can and be clear, we do already understand, you've stated this already, that you are not the Director General at the time. So to gain more clarity, who was the Director General of Gilmer in 2017?
In 2017, it late Bakari Baji. And at the end of, by December, I think something like Dr. Jallo came. But for the rest of 2017, it was late Bakari Baji.
Thank you. What is Dr. Jallo's full name?
Dr. Jallo is Dr. Demba Jallo.
Okay. Thank you. To the best of your knowledge, was the entire management of Gilmer aware of the court order? I know you said that the court order was not given to Gilmer, but were they aware that there's a court order that exists that is related to Gilmer, has spelled out paragraphs that are spelled out for Gilmer to take custody of the assets?
Yeah, definitely the time we saw this, we know that there was a court order. But the only issue was that we have not seen the court order.
I know. My question is, was the management aware? Was it only the Director General? Did you try to find out at the time who else, apart from the Director General, was aware of this order at Gilmer?
You mean the time you sent the summons to us?
No. In 2017, when this letter from the Ministry of Agriculture arrived to inform the Director General about the court order.
Okay.
After the letter arrived, who else, apart from the Director General, was aware of the court order?
It's the Director of Technical and Field Service, the one who is sending correspondence, Mr. Ibrahim Cham.
Mr.?
Ibrahim Cham.
Apart from Mr. Ibrahim Cham, is there anyone else?
No, I don't know.
To the best of your knowledge, was the Board of Directors of Gilmer aware of this court order?
Well, I think they should be, because for me, as the DG now, any information that I receive, I communicated to even this one, everything I communicated to my board chair. So I likely he should be informed.
And who is your board chair?
Currently?
Currently, yes.
Is this Ibrahim Acham.
Who was the former director
of Technical and Field Services.
Is now the board chair.
Yes.
Thank you. In your letter to the Ministry of Agriculture, Ms. Gilmer 3, marked as Gilmer 3, Honorable Chair. Can you turn to that page, Mr. Darboe? Paragraph 1 states, the modalities and conditions for implementing the assignment was not spelled out in the letter. What modalities and conditions was Gilmer expecting to be spelled out by the Ministry of Agriculture? Have you seen the letter? You need a copy?
Yes, no, I've seen.
Okay.
The modalities is attached. That's the proposed modality, where he is on top. They said court order for the Gambia Livestock Marketing Agency to take over the livestock purportedly owned by the former president.
Wait, sorry, this is marked as Gilmer 4. Yes. Are these modalities standard practice or standard operating procedures for Gilmer whenever it has to take over livestock or did you call it a market show?
Livestock show.
Livestock show grounds, yes.
Yeah, normally if you are to take anything you have been written, then there must be terms of reference and modalities. So they are also suggesting modalities to the Ministry of Agriculture to look into those things because they have not received the court order.
Mr. Darboe, you've now seen a copy of the court order.
Yes, yes, I've seen the copy of the court order.
To the best of your knowledge, and in your opinion, was the court order not clear enough to state what Gilmer was supposed to do? Why did Gilmer need to ask the Ministry of Agriculture for directions or proposing modalities?
Yeah, thank you, Ron. Yes, the court order is clear. If you have received the court order, is clear completely. But for me, my suggestion is, because they have not received the court order, they are now proposing modalities to the Minister of Agriculture. Because if they have received the court order, they will not propose anything. They will act accordingly. But it was clearly stated that they have not received the court order. So in response to that, that's the time he also proposed these modalities to the Minister of Agriculture, to the best of my knowledge. Because if they have seen the court order, obviously they will not. They will act accordingly, but they have not received. That's my humble opinion.
Very well. So, to the best of your knowledge, again, does not receiving the court order justify Gilmer's failure to take custody and control of these animals?
You know, if you do not receive the court order and you don't have the terms of reference, so looking at these animals where they are, there must be logistical requirements, because one is at Kanilai, Farato, Banjulunding, they have to travel and they have to go with staffs, the other expenditures. So any money you spend in Gilmer, at the end of the day, will be audited by the National Assembly. So if you don't have any supporting document attached to that, they will query you. So that's my own, but for me, maybe that's why they have not, at that initial stage, then they respond to the ministry.
In your search for records, is there any record showing the Ministry of Agriculture's reply to the letter Gilmer sent on the, let me get the date, on the 5th of June 2017?
No.
So there was no reply from the Minister of Agriculture?
No, we have not seen any.
Very well. Mr. Darboe, in a situation like this, in your opinion, and considering the High Court is a public institution and has records of this order that it can give out to anybody that requests it, wasn't Gilmer supposed to take up responsibility and go to the High Court to get a copy of this order? Or at least try to get a copy from the Attorney General?
Yeah, if you look at one of my submissions, the author of the letter, Mr. Ibrahim Cham, did a telephone conversation to one Mr. Jallo at the Ministry of Justice to make a follow-up to the court order. So that means that they were willing, and I think he has already gone there to discuss with them.
Very well. And to the best of your knowledge, what was the outcome of that phone conversation?
Well, I think it was positive because at the end of the day, they were involved in the evaluation. Because if they did not go there and they discuss, then they will not be part of the evaluation.
Now that you've mentioned the valuation, let us move to post-establishment of the Commission of Inquiry.
Okay.
After the Commission was established, from the records, it shows that the Commission did write to Gilmer seeking for an update, as it should, because from the court order, Gilmer should have already, at the time the letter was coming from the Commission, Gilmer was already supposed to have custody of the livestock, right?
Yes.
Good. Do you have a copy of that letter with you?
Yes, I have the copy.
You don't have to read out this letter, but can you just tell us what the genesis of this letter was?
Yeah, the letter that was sent to the ministry from the lead counsel was to give them the entry report of the livestock under their custody.
Please continue.
Yeah, so the letter that they received from the lead counsel by then is for them to give them an entry report of the livestock that's under their custody.
Okay, and did Gilmer respond to this letter?
Yes.
What was Gilmer's response? You don't have to read it, you can just summarize. This is Gilmer 6, by the way, Honorable Chair.
Yes, they responded. One of them is that they are willing and committed to do the work, but they want them to give them terms of reference and also logistical modalities.
Thank you, Mr. Chan. You've mentioned the valuation. Mm-hmm. Prior to Gilmer taking part in that valuation, was there communications from the Jammeh Commission to Gilmer informing them of the intention to conduct a valuation and inventory exercise for the livestock?
Well, we have not seen any letter to that effect.
So there is no communication from the Jammeh Commission regarding valuation and tagging and inventory?
What I know is that from the records that the Director of Technical and Field Services communicated to one Mr. Jallo at Justice. Then he went there, then they discussed, or through telephone communications, then this issue was stressed out. But we only found the valuation at our annual reports.
So you only found?
It at one of our annual report, 2017 annual report, on page 21, where they said national assignment.
Very well. Please take a look. We're going to give you a document. You take a look at it. Honorable Chair, the document will be is marked MOJ 8F1. The relevant page is the third page. Third page of MOJ 8F1. It's not enough. Honorable Chair, if you can give the witness a minute or two to just take a look at 8F1, page 3 of 8F1. Mr. Darboe, it's already open to that page.
Yes.
Good. You can just take your time and look at it.
Okay.
Yes, Honorable. It is an order of the Commission of Inquiry regarding an interim order regarding the livestock. You found it?
Yes, I have seen it.
Very well. So the order, second paragraph of the order is stating that Gilmer had failed to take custody and control of the livestock, thereby leading to consequences which are stated in paragraph B. Can you please read out paragraph B?
The Registrar General report addressed to the Chief of Defense Staff containing allegations that one Major Yahya Jammeh has slaughtered 400 cattle for unknown purpose.
Mr. Darboe, this is one of the consequences of Gilmer's failure to take custody and control of the livestock, with accordance to the order of the High Court issued in May 2017. Prior to today, before reading this order, were you aware of such a consequence?
No.
You will agree with me that such a consequence is coming about due to Gilmer's failure to take custody of the livestock.
Yeah, if you read this order, it's in reference to the letter that was wrote by the then Director of Technical and Field Services on the 11th of October 2017, notifying them that they regret to inform them that they could not implement the court order because of ABC being stated on the letter.
I don't doubt what the content of Gilmer 6. What I stated is that the slaughtering of 400 cattle was done or can be attributed to Gilmer's failure to adhere to the contents of the order issued by the High Court on the 22nd of May 2017. You will agree with me that the High Court placed the custody and control of livestock under Gilmer, and then Gilmer was supposed to take control of this livestock, which it failed to do which brought about different consequences, and the slaughtering of 400 live cattle is one of those consequences. You'll agree with me?
Well, it will be very difficult because if you could remember the time, though I was not there by then, but the time they received the first letter from agriculture, they told them that they have not received the court order. And again, the lead counsel also wrote to them, and they also clearly stated that they did not receive the court order. So now, if they did not receive the court order, the consequence, that's my own thinking, the consequence and other things in that order may not be known to them. And they also stated that they cannot do it without terms of reference. They don't have logistic support to do it because these are in different locations.
Mr. Darboe, that is not in dispute here.
Okay.
Yes. Gilma, would you agree with me that Gilma was aware there's a court order that exists that is related to them?
Yeah, because they received the letter that was a court order.
As a state agency, if a ministry gets in touch with you to inform its management and the Director General, there's this particular court order, but the ministry has failed to attach the order to that letter, shouldn't have Gilma taken up the initiative to try to get in touch with the Attorney General or even the High Court to obtain a copy of that order?
No, frankly speaking, it's difficult for me to come because I was not there by then.
Very well, no problem. Yes. Let's assume the court order was issued last month, and the Ministry of Agriculture wrote to you to tell you there's an order of the High Court that says you're supposed to take custody and control of livestock placed somewhere, anywhere. But a copy of that order is not attached to you. Are you telling me that that is the same thing you would have done? You would have just sat back and just continued with your activities and not try to obtain the order in any way?
I write to them. I will also call them. They can even send it through WhatsApp. Then we see, oh, I can come to Banjul, then have the access to the, if they have the court order with them, if it is me.
Thank you. That is what I was looking for. Because as a state agency, you cannot state that, yes, Ministry of Agriculture informed me about the order, but then an order was not given to me, therefore, there's nothing I can do. Had the order been obtained by Gilma itself, had taken the initiative to go and obtain this order from the High Court or from the Attorney General, then issues such that are highlighted in the attachment to Gilma 3, sorry, let me get the, yes, Gilma 3, then all the consequences that followed in Gilma's failure could have been avoided, isn't it?
Yes.
Thank you. If you look at that order that the order, not the order of the High Court, the order of the Commission of Inquiry, the Jammeh Commission. What's the date? Turn to the second page. What's the date on the order?
Okay.
If you just turn to the second, at the bottom, at the end of the order, sorry, there's a date on it. Can you just tell me the date?
11th day of December 2017.
You mentioned that Gilma took part in the valuation and tagging of livestock at the direction of the Jammeh Commission.
Yes.
When did Gilma take part in this exercise?
According to the assignment, okay, it was on Sunday the 24th to Saturday the 30th December.
Thank you. If you look at paragraph 2 of the order, it states that the Director of Livestock is hereby invited to advise the Commission on the best approach to valuing and selling the animals to the best advantage. Was this advice given to the Commission?
What I have seen was that was the telephone conversation between the then Director of Technical and Field Services, to an extent that after that discussions, they proceed into the evaluation.
How did you learn about the telephone conversation?
It's written somewhere else on one of my submissions.
Yes, I know it's written in your statement. I'm saying, how did you learn about this telephone conversation? Who told you about this telephone conversation?
It's clearly written here. It's on the submissions we did. And sometimes, if you also have some issues, then we contact our board chair to assist.
So it's your board chair that informed you that Gilmer had telephone conversations with the commission?
It's already clearly stated.
I know that.
Yes,
I want you to say this for the record. Remember, there are people watching that are not reading these documents that we have before us.
Yes.
So yes, who told you about this telephone conversation?
The first thing I see was I saw it on the records.
Very well.
Yes.
On the records written by who?
By the board chair, the former Director of Technical and Field Services.
That is Mr. Ibrahim Cham, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. So now we're going to tagging and valuation and the steps Gilmer took in taking part in the tagging and the valuation of the livestock. So I believe you have there's a short report that you have. Maybe you can now just bring it out. We will get to the report very soon. From your submissions, there's a report, there's a comparative report. So before we get to the day of the tagging, to the best of your knowledge, aside of the telephone conversation, did Gilmer ever receive a copy of the Commission's own order? That's the order you were looking at, marked MOJ F3. That's the third page of MOJ F3. To the rest of your knowledge, was Gilmer ever given a copy of this order?
No, I have not seen.
So Gilmer was not given a copy of this order?
Well, in our records, for me, I have not seen any.
Very well. But Gilmer decided to adhere to the order of the Commission, to take part?
Yeah, because due to that telephone conversation he has done. That's my thinking.
That is your thinking?
Yes.
But the letter of the Ministry of Agriculture was not sufficient for Gilmer to take custody and control?
Yeah, that one also was sufficient. It was sufficient, frankly, but there's gaps. They were a challenge of one or two things. That's why they wrote to them, telling them of their challenge. They are willing to do it, but if those challenges are resolved, then they will be able to do it.
Noted. So now we are getting to tagging. There's, on that document that you've been given, the one to your left.
Yes.
Yes, the one to your right. There's turn to turn to MOJ 8F4. You're at MOJ 8F3. So just keep on turning. 8F4, yes.
Yes, MOJ 8F4, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
So MOJ 8F4 is livestock tagging budget. It has listed the people that took part in the tagging exercise. It states number 2, deputy director, livestock.
Okay.
Who was the deputy director of livestock at the time?
Yeah, it's supposed to be
This was prepared in December 2017. It's a document from the Commission of Inquiry.
Mr. Ibrahim Cham.
Mr. Ibrahim Cham. So according to this budget and according to your statement, 5 individuals from Gilma took part in the tagging exercise, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Turn to paragraph 7 of your statement.
Paragraph?
7.
Okay.
Of your statement that you gave the investigator. You've listed the people that took part.
Yes.
In the tagging exercise.
Yes.
And you have Mr. Ibrahim Cham, Mr. Samba John, Mr. Sheriff Ba, Mr. Buba Konta, Mr. Samba Sow. Are these people at the time, were they all employees of the Gambia Livestock Marketing Agency?
No.
Which one of them were employees?
Mr. Ibrahim Cham, Samba John, and the driver.
So Mr. Sheriff Ba, livestock assistant, and Mr. Buba Konta, livestock dealer, are not employees of the agency.
Gilma, yes. But Sheriff Ba was a staff of Department of Livestock Services, attached to Kanilai.
So from the Ministry of
Agriculture, yes.
And then Mr. Buba Konta?
Buba is with the National Livestock Owners Association, Brikama Market, on the Gilma as the Secretary General.
Mr. Darboe, according to the Commission's order,
okay,
it was Gilma that was supposed to aid the Commission in tagging and valuation and also even identification and taking inventory of the livestock.
Okay.
Why were private individuals like Mr. Buba Konta invited to this exercise, and also Mr. Sheriff Ba, who works for the government but works for the Department of Livestock Services? Why were they invited to join this exercise?
Well, frankly, it will be very difficult for me to tell you how they were selected. Frankly, I don't know anything about that, how they were selected. Yeah.
Did you not make an effort to find out?
Yeah, in fact, I got these names from the then Director of Technical and Field Services. The moment I saw it on our activity report, the Director of Technical and Field Services, and 4 other staffs. So that's the time I consulted him and discussed with him. Then he gave me these names. What I know of Siriba, because he's the one who is attached to Jammeh'S animals, livestock in Kanilai, responsible for animal health. So obviously, if you are to do any other activity, then you have to at least invite him to help you. He knows the animals. Then Samba John is also there, works with the herdsmen, the Kanilai farm, though he's a Gilma staff, then work with them. Then he also take the records and other things, but he is diseased. Buba, what I know of Buba, is literate, is onto marketing, that's his life, buying and selling, livestock dealers are buying and selling. He can also be there as a guidance to help them.
Mr. Darboe, in your opinion, Mr. Buba Konta being invited to take part in the valuation exercise, is that not a cause for concern for Gilma? that a private individual is invited to join a valuation exercise that was ordered to be done by a commission of inquiry issued by the president?
Well, it's difficult because at that moment I was not there, but I think the reason they select him is to help them because he's every day is in the market. He's a dealer. He'll travel to the weekly markets, buy animals, sell animals. So obviously he has the first-hand information on pricing. He can guide them. I think it's only for guidance.
In your opinion, is that not a cause for, in your own opinion, now I'm not talking about the mind of Gilmer in 2017. In your opinion, is this not a cause for concern? That the government is doing something and now a private cattle dealer is invited in the valuation exercise? Remember, before you answer my question, this man sells and buys cattle. Now he's here to come and take part in cattle that is being held by, cattle that was owned by the former president and now essentially at the time being held by the government.
Yeah, it's possible because he's a businessman. It's private. If they are to select only governments or Jammeh staffs, definitely he should not be there. But I was not there by then. I don't know exactly why they select him. Yes.
Okay. Can you tell this committee what method and criteria for valuation of this livestock that the Gambia Livestock Marketing Agency used at the time?
All right, thank you very much. I think one thing that needs to be very clear is that we did not receive any report on the valuation in our files, as Jammeh is concerned. So the method they use, it will be very, very difficult for us because we don't receive any report from the valuation. It's not in our file. The little that I made mention here is just through my Discord, because I was also concerned the time I saw the valuation written here in the activity report and submitted to the committee. I know that at least one or two things people will be able to ask certain questions on that. But definitely we have not received any reports. What I was told that it was categorized into small, large, medium, extra large. Those are the process that they use, and they were tagging it. But because some animals were aggressive, they find it very difficult now to restrain them and tag them. So what they do now, they have to categorize them into these, well, as I said, small, then they bought paint, different colors, paint.
They bought?
Paint.
Okay, paint.
Yes, okay. Different colors, and have a long stick where they tied clothes. So if it is small, if they agree that white collar is for small, they'll put it on that one and tick it. Then they mark, because they are aggressive, they cannot be close to them. So this is how they did their marking according to the information that I have received. But definitely we have not received any evaluation report. What we were told is that the commission was the one responsible for the report. What we were told was that the commission was responsible for the for reporting.
Well, as a livestock marketing agency, does Gilmer have any set criteria that it uses to value livestock?
Yes, there are, but the problem is that if you are able to restrain the animals, then you will be able to do some of those things. So, because you can have the weighing scale, then you know their weight.
Mr. Darboe, I'm not asking about what happened in 2017 now. Currently, Gilmer, does it have a set criteria it follows when it's valuing livestock?
Yeah, the set criteria one we look at is that the age, the weight, you understand, and we also term the kilo in terms of monetary, 1 kilo, what will be the cost. After slaughter and other things, those ones are also calculated. So we put into consideration in some of those things.
So when you say kilos and the price of the kilos, what exactly do you mean?
For instance, now, if you weigh an animal and you have 300 kilos, then you'll be able to advise them how much it will cost you.
All right. So for today's market price, if you have a cow that weighs 200 kilos, how much would it be valued at?
200 kilos. It will be around.
For today's market price?
It will be more than 100,000.
It will be more than 100,000 dollars today.
Mm-hmm.
What is the market price for a kilo of a cow now?
Kilo now for it's around 400.
Around $400.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much a kilo was costing back in 2017?
No, I don't know. I cannot remember because I was not around. I was not in the country.
Okay, no problem. According to this committee's third witness, who was a former secretary of the Jammeh Commission,
Okay.
he took part, the commission of course took part in the valuation and tagging exercise, and he was present. And according to him, the personnel from Gilmer were eyeballing the livestock and giving prizes, valuation prizes. Is this something that Gilmer does often, to eyeball cows, is it ram, whatever livestock it is, and to place valuation price on it? Is it normal practice?
At times, but it's not often.
At what times?
Normally, we look into some of those things when the ram sale is fast approaching.
You said for what?
When ram sale, Tobaski ram sale is fast approaching, the animals, when the animals come, then we assist them and, in order to set prices.
And you just eyeball the rams?
No, you know, for me, frankly, I was not there to do, to say for such. It will be very, very difficult for me because the procedures they use to do all those things, definitely, it will be very difficult for me to comment on that one. But I know there are procedures if you want to set price. Yes, you have to look into those, the body conformation, the weight, yeah, you understand, then you look into all those things, you weigh it, then you can come up with. But they were challenged according to my submissions, the data that we are receiving. Maybe that's why they do that. But definitely, I don't know exactly what.
Does Gilmer have its own weighing scales to weigh animals?
Yes, there was a time we have weighing scales, but now we don't have. Because the marketing, all the markets are now a little bit privatized. If we construct market, we hand it over to dealers. Then we give them weighing scales for them to use. We train them on how to use it.
So if Gilmer was tasked today to value animals, it would not have weighing scales?
Of course we have, they're in the markets.
So you go to the markets and take those scales?
Yes, they're in the markets. You can even use the weight brand. No, there is another one that you can use. Then you just tie it here, then you will know the kilo. Then that will help you to do.
Very well. So according to our third witness, it said the criteria, one of the criteria that was used by Gilmer, apart from eyeballing and placing a price, is calculating meat value. So is meat value the same as kilo value that you were telling us?
Yes, the value, it so that at least you'll be able to know. Because if you know the kilo now, at the end of the day, you can do the meat value. Then after that, then you will know that at least this is going to be the cost. That will determine you on how to do it.
So meat value is different from the kilos?
No, it's the same.
It's the same thing? Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. Let's turn to emoji F3. Sorry, 8F3. Yes. Apologies, sorry, it's 8F4. Yes, second page.
With F4, huh? Okay.
8F4.
Okay.
Yes, let's stick to the first page before. I know I first told you to look at the second page.
Mm-hmm.
We've looked at this table before, and it's list out the people that were present. So, Honorable Chair, has the committee seen 8F4? Thank you, Honorable Chair. According to that list, Mr. Darboe,
Yes.
there were vets, a veterinary was present at the tagging exercise.
Okay.
Does Gilma have vets working with them?
No.
No vets.
Mm-hmm.
And trackers, is it possible that the personnel from Gilma are the ones being referred to as trackers?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know.
Yes.
Very well. Turn to the second page. You should be looking at a document titled Commission of Inquiries Livestock Record Sheet.
Okay.
It's a table. It's quite long. You will be turning to many pages. Can you see it?
Yes, yes, I'm saying.
Can you please just read out number 1?
Number 1, there's a type number 1768, type of livestock cow, sex female, estimated weight or kilo 40, price range.
Yes.
You should be talking on the mic.
Okay, sorry.
On the mic. Please.
Sorry. Okay, serial number 1, then the type number is 1768, type of livestock cow, Sex female, estimated weight kilo 40, price range $7,200, location Kanilai.
Thank you. Please go to number 28 at the bottom of the table.
Okay, that one, the tag number is 7648, cow, female, and the estimated weight is 110, and the price is $19,800. Kanilai.
Thank you. So, just one quick question before we move on to the other parts of the questions that we have for you. In today's market price, how much would a cow, female cow, weighing 110 kilos cost?
Well, now you know, it will be difficult for me to tell you actually. Currently now, 110 kilos. How much will it weigh?
How much is the current kilo?
The current kilo is about $40. $400.
$400.
Yes, $400.
So that will be 44,000 today's market price. Thank you.
But that will be the carcass.
The carcass.
Yes, carcass.
Is the carcass price different from a live cow?
Yes, yes.
Which one is more expensive?
Which one is?
Which one will be more expensive?
The carcass will be more expensive.
More expensive than
the live one.
Okay. Why is this? Can you please explain to the committee
why
this is the case?
Because the live animals, you have to look into so many things. At the end of the day, if you slaughter, the hide has to be removed. The feces, all unwanted materials has to be removed, and even the head and other things, some of them will be removed. So you have to calculate all those things. Sometimes you can go into 2%, 3% or 5% of the live animal. So you remove all those things there, then you now go to the carcass. Wait.
Okay. Thank you. So if I get you correctly, the price of a live cow is cheaper than the meat after the cow has been slaughtered.
Of course, if not, you cannot, because you have to consider all those what I have mentioned in valuing it now. Because there will be a loss to the livestock farmer. What I'm saying is that the live animal, when the animal is alive, that one has to be expensive. Because at the end of the day, if you slaughter, these all unwanted materials will be removed. So obviously, if it is not on the higher, if it is not more than the carcass weight, obviously the butcher will lose. So it has to be more than.
So you're saying the live animal has to be more than
yes.
Okay, so you're correcting what you said earlier.
Yes.
Okay. Now I was a bit perplexed when you said that. Okay. So apart from Kanilai, are there other places that Gilmer accompanied the commission to do tagging and valuation of the livestock?
Yes, it was Faratu and Benjamin.
In Kanilai, how many animals were tagged?
Yeah, unfortunately, we did not receive any letter. We don't have any report on those ones. Then we consulted them. What they told us that it was the Jammeh Commission who was responsible for reporting.
When you consulted who?
Mr. Jammeh. In my submission, in fact, it's there in the report, saying that all the reports where reporting was done by Jammeh commissions, They were just there to guide them and advise them on what to do.
So Gilmer took part in valuation and tagging exercise, which spanned over 3 days. About 3 days. Look at the, sorry, let me just guide you. There's a table with the dates. Yes, so that according to the Commission of Inquiry, that is MOJ 8F4, the tagging exercise took 5 days. So Gilmer spent 5 days conducting tagging and valuation exercise, accompanying the commission to 3 different farms to tag and value the livestock there, and did not prepare a report of its own?
Yes.
Is this normal? Does Gilmer take part in activities that it does not prepare reports for?
Of recent now, for us, if we involve in any activity, we write reports. So this one, I don't know why they did not write a report.
Very well. So, please refer to your comparative report. That is, you've titled it Record of an Inventory of Former President Jammeh'S Cattle at Kanilai Farms Limited. Honorable Chair, this is marked as Gilmer 7. Are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, in this report, please read out line 1 of the table, that is Kanilai.
August 2016, done by GLME at Kanilai, they found 1,476.
And then, so in August, 1,476.
Yes.
Is this, are these 476 cattle, sorry, livestock, is it only cattle? They're only cows?
Yeah, cattle, yes.
Okay. From your records, were there any other livestock in Kanilai back in 2016 other than cattle?
No, this is what I have seen.
This is the only record you have at Gilmer?
Yes.
So in 2017, in December, how many of that 1,476 livestock was left in Kanilai?
560.
560. Please go to Farato.
Farato, 2016 was 1,200, and December 2017, done by jointly with the Commission, 56.
Banjulinding?
Banjulinding 780 in 2016, and December 2017, 22.
$780 in 2016 and 22 cows.
In December 2017.
Thank you. So the total, according to this report and according to your statement, the total number of cows or cattle at these 3 farms was 638.
That was jointly done by
with the Commission.
With the Commission, yes.
And then the one Gilmer did on its own? How many?
This was 3,456 in August 2016.
Very well. To the best of your knowledge, can you please inform this committee what you think is the reason for this stark and huge difference between August 2016, 18th August 2016 and December 2017 for all these farms? What can possibly be the reason for the depreciation?
Yeah, when this August 2016, Biden, the former president, was in the country, responsible for his cattle. Now he left 12 months, he's not around, anything is possible.
What do you mean by anything is possible?
Looking at the difference of 2,818 difference, it's difficult, but if he is around, nobody will take his animals. So they know that he is not around now. The difference, according to the report, this is what they found.
Very well. So to the best of your knowledge, why did Gilmer conduct an inventory at these farms for the cattle in 2016?
Thank you very much. But definitely it will be very difficult for me to answer that because for me also I don't know. Frankly, I don't know.
Okay. So apart from these farms, in the general course of Gilmer's work, does Gilmer ever go out to farms across the country to conduct survey or inventories
Of
the livestock?
No. Normally we do conduct, Department of Livestock Services conduct livestock census where they will count animals and have. But apart from that, for Gilmer to go around the whole country to, no.
So this is totally out of Gilmer's mandate?
Some of these things I heard that they were involved, they were assigned by the former president to do it. They were just assigned, but it's not part of our functions and mandates. I read all those things there. This thing is not there at all. It can be an extra one.
You said you heard. Who did you hear this from?
They go around to, that's why they
attach. Farms.
Yes. Sometimes we assign them to do
You
it.
said you heard. Who did you hear this from?
We drew that one night.
You've already stated that on the record. Where did you hear? Since it's outside Gilmer's mandate, but Gilmer was still doing it, so how did you receive this information?
These were staffs in the agency.
The staff of the agency informed you?
No, yes.
Well,
because I was also worried, that's why I just asked. Why?
Why were you worried?
Because looking at our mandate, so we did not, it's not there. But sometimes if executive directives come, sometimes we may act on it and do it.
Thank you. To the best of your knowledge, did Gilmer take part in the sale of the livestock?
No.
After the valuation exercise conducted in December, which Gilmer took part in, jointly with the Commission of Inquiry, I know you've already stated that Gilmer did not take record or keep any record of that exercise. Subsequently, did the Commission of Inquiry get in touch with Gilmer after the valuation exercise?
I don't know.
And you did not try to find out?
No, I did not find out.
Why?
Yeah, because the moment they said they do not take part in the sales, they only took part in the valuations and they did not also have the reports, then that makes everything for me no need to proceed to ask.
Thank you. Apart from the documentation that you have submitted to this committee before your testimony here today, is the agency in custody of any document regarding livestock of the former president?
Okay, thank you very much. The moment we received the summons letter, what we did by then, we were also worried because some of us were not aware that the agency took part. So we went into our files from 2010 to date to check. The correspondence, we only got two, one from the ministry and one from the lead counsel. These are the two that we received. We have shown one from the lead counsel and one from the ministry. And then later we realized that our activity report 2017, we also have one there.
Honorable Chair, that is all I have for this witness.
Thank you so much, Counsel. Of course, you have some questions from my colleagues for more clarification on the issues. Before I hand it over to my colleagues, I want to ask, you did mention that Jammeh did not have the court order through the Ministry of Agriculture. You did not receive it?
Yes.
Is Jammeh currently, did you take over the central abattoir?
Not per se.
Not per se?
Yes.
You did not?
What we received a letter from the Minister of Agriculture last year, January 2024, to supervise the central abattoir.
But you did not take over the entire management?
As of now, we are only on the supervisory role. We supervise them their day-to-day activity.
So that was also mentioned in the court order. Are you aware?
No, I'm not aware.
But the ministry wrote to you and then you...
It was in 2024 that they wrote to us. We had a meeting with them. Then they wrote to us that now we can supervise. Though the agency then has to accept, then we supervise them. You will have that letter with me here.
How about the butcher shops? Are you...
Yeah, the management at the central abattoir are responsible for all the butcher shop and everything. Jammeh is only there to supervise them and guide them. At the end of the day, at the end of every 3 months, we write a report, present to the board, where the permanent secretary, Minister of Agriculture, is about.
How did you come to the conclusion that you accepted the letter from Minister of Agriculture to supervise the central abattoir and refused to take the order of the court to take care of the cattle from the former president? How did you come to that conclusion?
You know, this one, the moment we had a meeting with them at the Ministry of Agriculture, but the current management.
But they wrote to you?
Yes.
They wrote to you?
Yeah, we agree in that meeting.
On separate letters?
Yes.
And then you accepted the other one and refused the other one?
No, this one, you know, was in 2017, saying the court order. I'm sure maybe they have not seen the court order. If they have seen the court order, they will act.
But the things that I'm mentioning to you are also in the court order. I will not.
Well, because for us, we want to take over rather than to supervise. But definitely we cannot do that because it's difficult to say that, but that's the reality on the ground.
Would you agree that the inaction of Jammeh caused this country a serious economic loss of 400 cattle? Would you agree?
It's very difficult to agree on that because according to the correspondence that I have seen, indicates that they are willing to do it. That they wrote to them on the 2nd of June, they also responded on the 5th, telling them the modalities and the logistical involved. If the ministry responded to them that, yes, you can do A, B, and C, and do, I'm sure they will act.
And what would have been the content of the TOR you were asking about? What were you expecting?
Well, you know, I don't know. You know, I was not there by then.
Now you're the current director now. What are you expecting to be the TOR?
You for instance, if you have to use the Jammeh'S staffs, one, you have to use a vehicle and you have to fuel it. And if you have to stay there for 2, 3 days, 4 days, you have to give them at least a DSA. Then other teams also have to look into the other modalities. You look into other factors, then all those things in place, then you go ahead.
But don't you think you could have taken charge of that and then finance them and later report and then ask for reimbursement? Would that not be enough for you?
You know, it depends on the subvention. Sometimes you receive the subvention, you pay salaries, nothing will be left.
All right, thank you, colleagues. Questions?
This is a report from the summary to be produced that you submitted to the investigating team. On page, this was a letter dated the 6th of October 2017. Well, in the letter there is no page, but it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th page.
Yes, on the 6th of October?
Yes, 2017.
Yes, okay.
From the Commission of Inquiries, with regards to the update on the ex-president's Jammeh'S, pursuant to the order, the request about the Commission investigating, they want you to give them an internal report on the livestock under your custody and its management. Were you able to respond to this letter?
Yes.
Based on what?
It was responded on the 11th of October 2017. If you look at the second to last paragraph, where they say, while I still look forward for the intervention from relevant authorities in addressing the concern raised earlier, the agency remains very committed and willing to undertake the tax assigned once the TOR and other logistical modalities are established by the concerned authorities.
But there was no report sent to them?
No. This was the letter that was sent, as I know.
That was a reply to them?
Yeah, reply, they respond to them.
But if you go to page, this is about the Gambia Livestock Management Agency, Gilma, giving a report on the amount of animals that were there in 2016 and 2017. Will it probably respond?
Well, it will be difficult for me, but what I know of this one, during the valuation, the total number of livestock that was been recorded, that's what it entails.
Mr. Darboe, my problem here is, you said you cannot act because you did not have knowledge of the court order. And letters were addressed to you, still indicating the court order. At times you acted on them by replying. Can you please tell me on what conditions were you replying? Because you are demanding for a court order, for you to be aware of the court order, to be sent to you. You were not served with the court order, and still you are still replying. And only the content of the subject of the letter, there is always court order mentioned in it. Why were you replying?
Thank you very much. Definitely what you said is right, but it will be very difficult for me to respond to that because I was not there by then. Then I don't know what decision they normally take. If they receive the letter, how did they come up to reply to the letter? Because we have not seen anything, any communication on some of those things.
So I mean that it is an office, and an office goes with continuity.
Yes.
In your absence, there were people who were dealing with the commission.
Okay.
When you took charge, I think they were able to hand over to you. And when we were into, with regards to this subject matter, we are able to engage and sit with the one who was there and ask him why A, B, C, and D?
Yes, I engaged some. This is why we even have this inventory where you have 2016, 2017 data. I got the information from them. I also engaged because definitely the time I received this thing, then I was also worried. So, is Jammeh involved in this? Then we went into our records and we see only 2 correspondents. Then we say it's better now, we ask them. But what they told us was that Jammeh Commission is the one responsible for reporting.
For
report writing. They do an activity with them, they write. Those people are the ones who normally do that. For them, they are only concerned that they have not received the court order. Now they respond to the ministry that they have not received the court order. So we have not seen any order letter from the ministry in relation to that, where they have given them the court order. So definitely it will be very difficult for me to respond to that, because I have not seen any.
Mr. Darboe, you have not received the court order. The commissioner was responsible of their report. But at your own end, the people who are representing the agency would also prepare their own report, right or wrong?
Of course.
We are not doing that.
Well, we have not seen any. We asked them, they said there is Jammeh Commission responsible.
So as the MD, the current MD, how will you call that action?
Well, if I'm involved at the moment in time, for me, I want a report.
No, I'm talking about recently. You are not involved, but those who are involved, what should have been the action on them?
Their failure of reporting, giving us the report or to write the report?
Yes.
Well, for me, frankly, I was not there. I don't know what was the arrangement between the agency and the Jammeh Commission. Maybe they may agree. One thing I can say, even they have agreed for Jammeh Commission to write the report, at the end of the day, Jammeh Commission should also copy them the report.
And they were not copying.
Well, for me, I have not seen any.
And yes, you are still active. You were involved. You were engaged.
Yeah, because if you see one of the communication, it's clearly stated that there was a telephone communication between the then Director of Technical and Field Services and one Mr. Jallo at Justice. To that extent, if you look into that one, then maybe that may be a follow-up.
Mr. Darboe, telephone conversation with somebody, I can call you on a different issue.
Yeah.
And indicate I have called Mr. Darboe, the MD for Gilmer, and stop there. If my other colleagues ask me what you are talking to him, I might give him a different story. So for a telephone call, that cannot definitely give you what you are looking for. That was just a telephone call. You don't need me.
It's stated somewhere else.
No, I'm not talking about the call.
Yes.
The call cannot qualify the claim that we are referring to now. Right or wrong?
Cannot qualify what?
You say that they had a telephone call. That's why you were involved. Can that be enough?
Well, I think what is they should have responded to their letter, or they go there in person, talk to them, discussed. Well, I'm not there at that time, but maybe it may be due to they call them, make arrangements, and they also go to their office and discuss. Because if they have not discussed, I don't think they will go in for valuation.
When you say that, they write to you as evidence and send it to your office, address to your office. Before taking action, who have been wise for you to reply based on their letter to have it as support?
Yeah, they also responded.
Only two, according to you.
Yeah, this one for the lead, it was the lead counsel who asked them to submit the report, the end report. They also wrote to him telling her that they don't have the terms of reference and some modalities.
This were queries. Yeah. You don't have A, B, C, and D. And up till now, those were not sent to you. But upon that, you were active.
Yes, that's what we have seen.
Yeah, when you said no, you cannot do because of A, B, C, and D. You acted because you were acting to.
Of course.
Instead of continuing the same claim to say, I cannot act because I'm still looking for what I asked from you, you never did so. But you acted because you were acting to. You are doing great. Okay, coming to the issue of the valuation, in which your men took part.
Yes.
In your statements, when you were discussing with the lead counsel, she asked you how you are able to do your valuation. According to you, some of the animals you are able to access them because of they were aggressive. So some of you are attacking them with paint based on colors. You are grouping them based on sizes. And this was how we were pricing them. The first thing I want to ask you is, can you tell me the minimum weight of a calf based on your experience?
calf, the minimum. Jaluke or the exotic breed this man has, or what?
Okay, the ones that were owned by Jammeh.
I think these ones were exotic breeds, and they were cow, they were matured ones.
And so, can you give me an estimated weight?
Well, if it is for those exotic ones, it should be more than 150 kilos above.
Mr. Darboe, looking at the report based on the price when they were doing the valuation, we have seen a calf weighing 8 kilos. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's possible. There are a lot of issues attached to it. It's possible. It's possible to have 8 kilos.
So can you?
It's possible. Even for me, some of these things, if you look at it, they say a cow weighing 40 kilos. So you don't know the type of cow. For me, I thought it should be more than that one. You understand, with that price. But they were the 1%. And we have experts among them. You understand, that's my thing, because you have the then Director of Technical and Field Services, and then you have the livestock assistant who is also working with those animals in Kanilai, and you have the livestock dealer who is also frequent in selling and buying. You understand? So if they come up with some of these things, you are not there, definitely it will be very difficult for you to comment on that one.
Mr. Darboe, I think that is very fair here. Your guys were there. And in 2017, I think there were weighing machines for these animals.
Until I find out, but that should be. But what they did mention was that the animals were aggressive, and they find it very difficult to restrain them. This is what they wrote.
The animals were very aggressive. They find it very difficult to weigh them. But they were able to pay with what?
With a long stick.
Fine, with a long stick.
Yes.
We are only able to use 1 or 2 people that can apprehend very aggressive animals to come and among those groups, among those categories, to at least weigh each, to be specific.
Yeah, yes, but I don't know at that point in time why they come up with that idea, frankly.
It was deliberate. For me, I will see it as deliberate, because this was a big loss to the state. You can only sit and estimate an animal by looking to say it's weighing 8 kilos. And then you give it as a reserve price, and a reserve price for somebody who wants to sell outside. In which way we involved in the selling.
Well, it's the team, I'm sure it's the team that come up with that idea. They look at it, because if you look at the reports, but they cannot restrain the animals. Now they have to look at it and come up with a price.
And the issue of that private guy that you said, he's a dealer, who deals in animals, being part of the people who are valuing these animals. An interested buyer, someone who is dealing in animals, will that person give you the right name of the animal? On normal sense, as Gambians, we are here for the interest of this country.
Yeah, of course, he should be honest and sincere to give. If at all that there must be conditions in selecting him, for instance, we will not buy any animal from him. All those conditions are there. Then he also becomes very sincere. Then he can guide you.
Were those conditions there?
Well, I was not there, so it's difficult for me to comment on those things.
Mr. Darboe, I think we need to go back and then ask more on this issue, because, to be honest, when Mr. Kuran came a third witness, I put this question to him: how are you doing the valuation? He just said they just look at the animal, hold a calculator, calculate and give a price. Normally sit down there and look at it and hold a calculator and give a price. And this was my argument with him. So the same thing that we are also repeating here, that based on their experience, I think for weight, it's difficult for somebody to sit and then determine weight by just looking. And especially when we are doing advertising, we are aggressive. Aggressive animal can be sitting down there and looking at that guy over there without even knowing his weight. Not by the look, you see that he's weighing more than this number of kilos. So, to be honest, Mr. Darboe, your guys owe the state a lot because they cause the state a lot of losses when it comes to these animals. Mr. Darboe, let me go back to this thing, the Jammeh'S rule on these animals. You said you are not responsible.
You are not?
You are not responsible of the animals. You are not responsible. The officer is not responsible of the animals.
For
the Jammeh'S animal, the cattle, they are under your responsibility. They are under your responsibility.
No, I don't.
Okay, concerning the number of animals that your guys gave an inventory on. In 2017, they gave an inventory for Kanyenla, ABC, and they were they able to visit the Sifo farm?
That's not included. I have not seen that one.
But you don't know whether they were able to visit the Sifo farm?
No.
And when you came into the office and look at the two areas, or the two dates, October and then December, 2017 and 2016, was there any question with regards to the difference, how it happens?
Of course, because if you look at 2016, August, with 3,400 plus, and December 2017, 638, a difference of... A difference of 2,818. It's a concern to us. To me.
Were you aware of the report of the 400 cattle?
No, I just saw that one here.
You were not aware?
No.
Mr. Darboe, I think I will allow my other colleagues to ask you further questions, then I might come back for other follow-ups. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Mr. Witness, can you kindly inform this committee the current population of these animals?
Currently now?
Yes.
No, I don't know the population.
Is there not overseen or have not overtaken these animals?
Well,
initially, your issue was you didn't have a court order and there was no modality. Perhaps now you have passed that hurdle. I want to believe you are fully in charge of these animals.
Is there any animal now?
Well, I don't know, I'm just asking. You are now answering my question then. Can you give me the current population of these animals? Now you are saying, at first you don't know. Now you are saying, are there any animals? I'm asking, so a question cannot answer a question.
Yes, okay, thank you very much, Honorable. The reason I say that because I was told that they sold all the animals.
Thank you very much.
So now, if you ask me that how many animals are there now, it is...
You just give me the answer. Yeah. I just asked a question. You told me you are informed that all the animals are sold. No, there's zero. Thank you. In your response to the chair, as if you would agree that Jammeh'S non-adherence to the court order has cost the country a lot of economic losses. Your answer was, it's difficult to agree. Now my question is, it would be difficult, I said. My question now is, difficult as it is, have you now agreed that it costs a lot? Because that answer wasn't, for me, wasn't satisfactory. You always said it was difficult. Finally, you may agree yes, after difficulties. Do you agree or not?
At this point in time, I just said no, because according to the reference material that I have received at the office, based on that, does not indicate that Jammeh has caused to that effect. It's just now that I saw this one. I saw this reference material. Yes. But for us, as we are concerned at the office, these are the informations that we have received, and we thought that everything has gone fine. So now, if we have received this one now, it's a cause of concern to us too, because looking at their response, the two response, they were stating their challenges to the authorities concerned to help them to solve those challenges in order for them to avert maybe the losses you are talking of. But I have not also seen any response from those authorities to Gima. So definitely it is going to be very difficult to agree on that, because for us at the office, we have not seen anything that the losses. It's just today that I saw this one here, frankly.
So with the losses you've seen today, will you agree now that?
Yeah, the losses I have seen, I don't know the cause of those losses.
Okay.
The cause of those losses has to be spelled out and know what happened or what relates to some of those causes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, in your response to council regarding the evaluation, can you be precise as to what methods were in place? When council was asking you, you did say that there are methods in place. Can you be precise what methods are in terms of the evaluation?
You said I made mention that there were methods.
Methods at Jammeh.
No, what I was just telling them the reasons. One, you need to know the age, the body size, or the body conformations. You understand? You also have to weigh the animal. So if you weigh all those things now, then you'll be able to determine the price.
Okay.
But if you do not do that, definitely it's going to be very difficult to come up with. If you look at the correspondence, what they said was that it was difficult for them to restrain it. That's why they were just looking at it and come up with a price. Okay. So, definitely you will not also disagree with them. But the procedures are of what I have just mentioned. Those are the right things.
Okay, my last question would have to do with the kilos of an animal and the meat value. Are you saying if an animal is weighed and, for example, is given 100 kilos, that is the same as the meat value?
No, it's a great value. No. It's different because if you weigh now, after slaughtering, automatically you know that you will have 100 kilos. It goes down completely. So if you have to factor that when you are pricing, because if not, the butcher may lose completely.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you, Mr. Darboe, or Director, if I may refer. My question will be looking at the number of couples. Looking at the figures you have given, that is record of an inventory of former president's presidential office and the Jammeh Commission, if I may be right, against the number that was also reported by the Jammeh Commission with a figure of 724, 24 I have, against the list that we have before us. Because the list that we have before us, that is on the vehicle assessment valuation report on vehicles acquired by ex-president, that is this document, right? Okay. That is MOJ 8F3 or 83F. If you are able to count on what is on that list, we have about 617. Within these three figures, what clarity can you give to this committee in terms of the heads of cattle that the former president has at his custody?
Yeah, thank you very much. As long as Jammeh is concerned, we'll only bring on the report that we have received. This is what we found, that is 638. And this was given to us by someone who took part on this activity.
So now, I just want us to be a bit formal. In terms of what we can believe in. The 638 that you got from your source contrast to the 724 cattle that were reported by the Jammeh Commission. Within these two figures, what do you think one could rely on?
It's difficult because if you look at ours too, they say it's jointly done by Jammeh Commission. So, but what you have seen, I also saw it in the newspapers before we looked into these ones, that it was either 724, 725, something like that, in one of the newspapers. So the moment we also saw this, then it was we were worried. So what went wrong? Or did they count all the animals? Or what went wrong? So frankly, definitely, it was not also easy with us because we see the variations.
What would be your take on the number 617 as per what is on the report, the official report of the Jammeh Commission on cattle?
Well, for me, if I have to take maybe the official report, we'll take the official report.
So you are telling me that you would rather agree on the 617 heads of cattle than 724 or the 638 reported by you?
You mean the one of the report is 617?
Document you have that you are opening.
Yes.
If you count one by one, let's say you count from serial number 1 down to serial number what? Down to serial number 9796 seems to be 617 heads of cattle.
Okay.
Yes, I want an answer, Mr. Jammeh.
It's Mr. Darboe. So, well, it's a difficult way when you trying to put me at a funny situation because the one is 617, the other one is 638, and the other one is 724. As far as GMA is concerned, the one that we have is 638. We'll just go with our 638, because this is what is in our office, and we cannot change it.
Okay, so going by the records you have from your office, will it be correct to say the 617 and the 724 might be cooked report?
No, it's difficult because all these things emanated from the reports unless the author, the one who was present, and also come with this 638, confirm.
Mr. Darboe, I think now I will take you on the motion. And the affidavit was signed by one Mr. Jallo.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
And in the content of the motion, he also tried to justify for the sales of these cattle to be done simply because the animals were at risk. In the content of that motion, he did indicate that there were about 800 heads of cattle that reduced to 600. What is your take on this number as well?
Does the report with you?
It's not the report, I meant the motion.
You said they have 800.
Yes, you know, the motion was supported by an affidavit through Mr. Ali Jallo. And he made a claim to say, when the ex-president left, the animals or the cattle were at risk. Yeah? And the numbers he gave in that affidavit was, there were 800 heads of cattle that has declined to 600 heads of cattle, which for me is still confusing, looking at the figures we got from you and also the numbers we got from the Jammeh Commission. So I just want to get an idea from you. Suppose you have even seen that affidavit.
No, I have not seen it. No.
Seen it?
Yes.
Okay, even if you have not seen this affidavit, now in the affidavit, the claims are the heads of cattle were 800, that has reduced to about 600. Do you think this should be something that one should believe in?
No, I was not there at that moment, so it's going to be very difficult for me. But if you look at what we saw, it's more than 600.
I know that very well. It's more than 600.
So now you can look at the statement that we made mention, compare the two, that is reduced to 600, but what we saw was more than 600.
Okay, that would be a job we can really do at our level. Mr. Darboe, what do you know about Buba Konta?
It's Korta.
Korta.
Yes.
Thank you. What do you know about Buba Korta and what was his knowledge around valuation? Is he a certified valuer or?
Okay, thank you very much. What I know of Buba is that Buba is a livestock dealer. And as a livestock dealer, you register with Gilma. You do buying and selling. And he is also literate. So every week or every 2 days, he has to travel to Lumus to buy animal and bring them to become a livestock market and sold them. So he has experience in baggaging, in pricing of livestock. That one I know of him.
Mr. Darboe.
Yes, but the way they select him, I don't know.
Mr. Darboe.
Yes.
In normal circumstances, can a livestock dealer, maybe commonly we call them banners, can they be identified to serve as a valuer?
Well, it's difficult. For me, I don't know why they select him first. The moment I saw the name.
Can I get the answer first, then we make comments?
Can you go over your question?
My question is, can a local livestock dealer serve as a valuer and also come up with suggested prices for sales?
Well, it's difficult. Maybe they should have looked for a certified valuer.
My question is, can a local dealer serve as a valuer?
No.
No.
Yes.
So, appointing Buba Korta in this capacity, was it right or wrong?
One thing that I think that need to be clear to all of us is that I don't know the criteria they select him and what was his role there, frankly. But I know that if we are going to value livestock or any other things dealing with government property, it has to be certified value. That one I know. But how they select him, frankly, I don't know.
Mr. Darboe, we don't really have to know how he was selected. What is key here is, in a normal circumstance, should such an individual be appointed to carry out such a responsibility?
In a normal circumstances? No.
Well, then, Mr. Darboe, what will you say in terms of the price tagging? Do you think having the likes of Aliou Korta doing the valuation and also suggesting prices, do you think that is right to say the price tags that they gave to the commission in order to sell these livestock was really in line with your agency?
Well, what was not clear to me, I don't know his role. What was his role? You know, that has to be clear. Why did they select him, and what was his role? Because there were 4 in number. You have Samba John, the lead, who is very good in pricing and other things. He's lead. You understand? You have the then director of technical and field services who can also do it. Then, so the reason they choose him definitely, or his role there, will be very difficult for me to comment on that because I don't know. I just saw the name and I know what he is doing. I know just he's a light dinner and precam.
Yeah, Mr. Darboe, I think even the records before you indicates that Buba Korta was one of those that participated in the valuation. He did the valuing of this livestock. So meaning his role in the process was as a valuer. We need to get that right from the start. Because we have the records before us.
Yeah, the records we have indicates that the then director of technical and field service and for order. So I was the one who consulted the then director of technical and field services to give me these names.
Who are these 4 orders?
That's Buba himself, Sirif Ba, the Samba John, and the driver. The 5th one is the director of technical and field services.
So meaning these were the very team who have done the valuation.
According to them, jointly with the commission.
Jointly with the commission, exactly. So, you know, what we're looking at is specifically your agency, more especially with the personnel that have worked in supporting the Jammeh Commission to do this valuation.
Okay.
I think this is crystal clear. So now my question is, these team members from your office, because you said Buba Korta is not a certified valuer. Aside from Buba Korta in that list, who else was certified as a valuer on that list you have? From Mr. John?
Well, I don't know any of these ones. Yes, I don't know. What I know is that we have the director of technical and field service. The reason I was saying that Buba is not a staff, if Buba was a staff of GLMA, at least we'll have the technical know-how on these valuations. This is what I was trying to put up. The rest, Samba John was with us. The Sheriff is with the Department of Livestock Services.
So now, Samba John and Sheriff and the 3rd one, let's take Buba out because he wasn't your staff. These 3 people, are they certified valuers?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Okay, in a situation, they are not certified valuers. Do you think this committee can rely on the price tags they have made to sell these livestock?
Well, you know, the pricing was done by the GLMA in collaboration with the Jammeh commissions. And we have our then Director of Technical and Field Services who headed them there. Obviously, they have technical know-how in dealing with this because the then director, they were there since 2010, he was working with the agency up to his retirement. So obviously, as long as the GLMA is concerned, we don't certify people for valuing. What we do, we just do in-service training and other things. We train our staffs so that at least they'll be able to have technical know-how.
In normal circumstances, if government should seek your advice for the sales of cattle, for example, and ask you to identify a valuer, will your office just get the government with someone with an experience, or will you choose to go in for someone who is certified?
We'll go in for someone who is certified so that it will not create problems.
So, meaning someone with an experience shouldn't count in this situation?
Yeah, but otherwise, sometimes when it is urgent, there is an urgency of some, then we start to do the work. Because you will weigh them, because if you weigh, you automatically will know the kilo that you will be able to determine. Because some of these things were due to urgency as the risk involved in losing livestock. But I'm sure those involved, they know exactly why they did it in that way.
Mr. Darboe, maybe a final one. Can a calf weigh 90 kilos?
Well, I don't think. Calf, 90. Until otherwise, but I've never seen it.
Can I refer you to number 88 on the list of livestock? And number 88 on the list of livestock. And acquaint yourself with what is there and duly tell us what is your take.
Well, I have seen it, what we are talking of. It's going to be very difficult because I was not there at that particular time. But definitely a calf to weigh 90, well, maybe it can be a type of error, but I don't think so.
Mr. Darboe?
90.
No,
because if you look at this thing now,
no,
look at number one.
Allow me.
I said,
no, just allow me to speak. My question is answered. That is to say, can a calf weigh 90 kilos? And you said no.
Yes.
I'm satisfied. Don't go further. Can a calf weigh 65 kilos?
No.
Mr. Darboe, with these two discrepancies on the list, do you think this special select committee should rely on this list?
Well, Honorable Jammeh, this is a very difficult issue, frankly, because a calf to weigh 90 kilos and 65 kilos, well, it's difficult, but those who did the work at the material time know best.
Okay.
Yes.
Just a final one, because last week one of the witnesses who sat on that seat said he was a gynaco. And you might equally be a gynaco, might be you didn't share it with us. However, Mr. Darboe, in between a male and a female calf or a cow, which one should be more costly in terms of sales? Looking at or factoring the characteristics of a bull or a cow or a calf.
It depends on how you prepare it. Normally, some will be for fattening for meat, look into meat and production. But as usual, female are also expensive. Because if you are going for breeding.
Darboe, I repeat again, in between a male and a female calf, let's just take calf. You know, because in case you are doing breeding or fattening, you might start with a calf than going in for a bull or a cow. In between a male or a female one, which one should be more costly in terms of pricing?
Female. To my own wisdom, female.
Mr. Darboe, can you look at number 97 and number 113?
And 113.
Yes, because if I want to take you through the list, it will be a lot. We'll just take those two as a reference. 114 and 97.
No, you said 97 and 113.
114.
Yes, maybe they may look at the weight. The price may be equal because of the weight. But I know if I go into production, normally female counts a lot.
So now, okay, let's take it this way because it seems there's something here that has been missing, yeah? And in a situation where a female calf weighs 17 kilos, right? And a male calf weight the same 17 kilos. If you are selling them, which one should be more expensive against the other?
If they all weigh. You know, it depends on it depends on who needs it. If you know that the individual is going into production, even at the central abattoir, these cows, you know that you go in for production, so you are interested for that one is expensive. Normally expensive.
So are you telling me the cost of animals is influenced by the desire of the buyer?
Yes. Because for instance, you know, the ones at Aboko, they are there for meat productions. That one they weigh them and do those things. But if you have the calf, obviously you know that you're going into production. That's why you need. Or you go in for the male one, you fatten it at the end of the day, you sell it. Actually, you don't normally do it in Aboko.
Yes, Lord, now you and Mr. Darboe, let's forget about Aboko, eh? We look at either Kanilai, Banjulunding, or Farato Ranch. Yeah, just a second. The customers that were coming to buy these animals, on what purpose were they buying it for? And is it right to sell, for example, a female calf for $3,060 and a male calf for $3,060? Looking at the prospects of a calf.
You know, one thing I think we need to be clear, it was an auction. The auction, then you have to bargain. The first one will say, I'll pay $2,000. The other one will say $3,000. The other one will say, though I was not in the country, but I tell you that yes, this is the fixed price, though I was not there. But if it was the fixed price, they attached to it, then yes.
Mr. Darboe, the value of livestock depreciates?
Yeah, at times, because if animals are sick, they are emaciated. Obviously, the weak animals, people will not go in for them. Because you know that if you buy those ones, you have to go and feed them. It takes months with you, then you take them down to the...
Mr. Darboe, here I'm not talking about sick animals. I'm specifically talking about the animals that were auctioned by the Jammeh Commission, because there is nowhere in the report where it is indicated that some of the animals were sick. So meaning all the animals that they were selling were healthy. unfit for our purpose. So as such, give me an answer.
Yeah, you know, they were the one who did it. They know the best. Why they sell them at 3,060, 3,060.
No, Mr. Darboe, you know, one of the reasons why you are here is to share your technical expertise with us. It's not about I am not there, they were there, they are the ones responsible. Jammeh is an institution or an agency that was established by an act of parliament. And there are reasons why such was done in order to give that test.
In the sense that if they all weigh the same kilo.
You can sell them at the same price.
Yes.
Thank you, I'm done. Yes, Chair.
All right, before you come there, Honorable, Mr. Darboe, I just wanted to, because when I had the member asking about the list, and in one of the response you gave to lead council was, staff from Jammeh took part in the valuation, and when they did that, they did not submit any formal report. Is that right?
Yes.
They did not do any report.
Yes.
Even though they take part in the valuation.
Yes.
And that brings us to the list that is in this book. Now, will you take responsibility? Okay, maybe not you, but Jammeh will take responsibility for what is happening in the book with regards to the discrepancies. Will you take responsibility? Because haven't you had a report for what you have done with all the valuation and pricing? Perhaps we would have known what is in this book, whether it matches with what you have or not. Is that true?
Yeah, it will be difficult for Jammeh to take that responsibility because we don't know exactly what was the arrangement at the valuations. If the arrangement was for Jammeh Commission to be responsible for reporting and all other things, definitely it's going to be difficult to blame Jammeh on that. But the only thing we can for us is that they need to copy us, or we need to have a report. Because you cannot do an activity, at the end of the day in your office you don't have any report. Because if you also have the report, we'll at least familiarize ourselves with these things and look at it. But these are new to us, some of these things here.
Just before you go, with just connection to this. Yes, you said you don't have a report, but can you look on your statement, number 10? Where is it? Yes.
Yes,
Yes, I think you stated somewhere that the agency don't really generate a stand-alone report.
What we said was that I have not seen any specific valuation report in our files, nor we were directly involved in the sales. Though I found the reference in 2017 activity report, no stand-alone documentation detailing the valuation process and pricing is available. Because we have not seen any, because we look at the value.
Now, before you go,
okay.
You know, I'm interested in that phrase to say, no stand-alone report. But meaning, you have a cumulative report of your activities. If there is any, can you share it with us?
No, the only one we have is this one. That's the only one we have. And that's submitted already.
Thank you very much, Chair. Mr. Darboe, my question is, are these animals still in these 2 areas?
Which animal?
The one showed.
Well, I have no idea because as long as I'm concerned, Jammeh is not responsible for these animals. Because if they were responsible, since I took over in 2022, then I'll be working with those responsible.
Yeah, the reason for the question is, Mr. Jammeh, I think we have to very honest to ourselves and accept that the evaluators failed us. The reason being, those who are buying these animals, when they are appointed the animal and they pay, they take along their animal, right or wrong?
Well, I don't know because I was not there.
Because about the aggressiveness of the animals, the reason that you are able to weigh and give a price, just to stand over there and give a kilo to say it's weighing this number of kilos. The possibility was there for those animals to weigh.
Yeah, no, the normal procedure is to weigh.
And they were not doing that.
They did not weigh.
So they caused a big loss to the nation for being negligent of what they were doing. Mr. Darboe?
Yes. I heard what you said.
And you agree with my statement?
Well, for us, we only bang on the reports we found.
No, about the reports, Darboe. As the director, current director now.
No, for us, we do it differently.
No,
definitely.
So, but you were involved in this. Your staffs were there because the commission was relying on your staffs.
You know, okay, yes, it's possible, but we don't know actually what was the agreement between the Jammeh staffs and the commissions.
Yes,
what we were told was that they were involved in the valuation.
When Kuran came here, I pitched to him. He said he cannot speak on your behalf because he believed that those who were there had the expertise to represent Jammeh. And these are Jammeh staffs who were there to do valuation. So the body comes back to Jammeh. So now I think the best thing is those who were involved are the best to answer that question. No, but the best person to answer is you as a director.
I was not there by then.
But you answer doesn't know if you don't know.
How can I know that 7 years ago?
By asking those people who are there, who are there.
In fact, this year, the year they did, I was not even in the country.
Are they still your staffs? Are they still your staffs?
No.
Are you in contact with them?
There is none of them because the then director of technical affairs is retired. The other one is deceased.
But you call him before you come in it?
Huh?
You spoke to him before you come?
Of course.
So you were there to tell you A, B, C, and D?
You know, some of those, yes, those are the ones that I did mention that they use small, how they did the valuations and other things.
This is why you have gone further to ask them, why didn't you weigh these animals? Because according to you said they told that the animals were aggressive.
Yes, that's why
they were unable to weigh them.
Yeah.
So definitely there was already an explanation to you. So I am telling you that that explanation was not correct.
Yes, because they said they start weighing, then the animal becomes aggressive, according to them. Now they use the other method.
No, for me, I will tell you, they were not weighing based on Frank's statement.
Okay.
They were not weighing, they were just taking animals and the whole is small calculator to calculate.
Okay.
Make value.
Yes.
This what we are using, make value, and you are an animal.
Okay.
Thank you very much, yeah. Carry on.
Thank you, Council. Anything to clarify more?
Yes, Honorable Chair. Mr. Darboe, please refer to the comparative table from 2016 and 2017.
Okay.
You're taking a look at it?
Yes, yes.
You've told this committee that the personnel from Gilmer that took part in the valuation and tagging exercise did not prepare a report.
Yes.
Yes. Please speak into the mic.
Yes, yes.
Yes, good. Those figures that are on that table, how did Gilmer obtain them? And where did it obtain them from?
For me, the time I received the summons letter, then I went into it and I looked at the details. Then I went into the activity report and saw their valuations. That's where now I look carefully and said that it was attended by the then director of technical and field services and 4 other staff. Then I contacted the then director of technical and field services and he sent me this through an email. Then I print.
Okay, so these figures you obtained it from the then director who is currently the board chair?
Yes.
Very well. Can you submit a copy of that email?
I submitted to the investigators.
You gave it to the investigators?
Yes.
Thank you. That is all, Honorable Chair.
All right. Thank you so very much, Council. And thank you, Mr. Darboe, for coming. We appreciate your coming as well, and then your testimony for this whole thing that Jammeh is involved in. I know you are the current director of Jammeh, and of course some of the staffs that were responsible for one or two actions that they have done during the process. But then, maybe we'll need you further. If you need you, we will contact you again for more clarification. Okay? Okay. Thank you so very much. You are released for now. You can I go with the court order? I can leave the documents here. Just can I go with them now?
No. That is the committee. Mr. Darboe, why do you need the court order now?
Mr. Darboe.
After what? How many years has it been now? 8 years. You want the court order now? To do what? No problem. Secretariat will provide a copy at a later date.
Thank you, Council. And just to further put our audience to alert that we still have this email address, the anonymous email. If you have any information regarding the Jammeh Commission, or probably you want the committee to know an information about what had happened, you can always send email to the Special Select Committee at assembly.gm. This email is very important for the committee. We will be expecting messages from the public as well. All right, thank you so very much. We were closing for today, and we will resume back tomorrow?
Yes.
Tomorrow, 23rd of July, 2025 at 11 o'clock sharp. Thank you. Meeting adjourned. Thank you so much.